There's nothing. There's nothing somebody like. Yeah, he's still outside.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, and you up in here. Look, nighttime is the right time, and we about to talk about this podcast, tonight's conversation podcast, y'all. So hold on, let me get ready. Instagram always messes up my frame because I hope y'all up in here. Grab y'all cup for y'all sips. Look, grab y'all cup for y'all sips because it's gonna be a long one tonight, and I want you to sip with your girl because we about to get into this podcast drama. First of all, let me come up in here and tell y'all, can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, if you are new, type in the chat hashtag tips. And if you are an OG and you've been in here, type in the chat hashtag sips. I'm gonna turn this down because look, I'm gonna tell y'all, we are about. He is on here crashing out. He is crashing out, y'all. All right, and we about to talk about the Instagram. Can y'all see my Hold on, I don't know, but we about to go in here. Let me turn him down. Let me turn him down. So listen, anyway, if you are new to Tips Tea Thursday, type in the chat hashtag tips. Why? Because I want you to grab your notebook for your tips because we are about to get into this. All right. If you are an OG, type in the chat hashtag sips because you are about to sip with your girl tonight. All right, look. So listen. If y'all, I don't know if y'all know, I don't know if y'all don't know what tonight's conversation podcast is about, but if you don't, just follow your girl real quick because I have receipts, I have pictures. I knew this podcast was gonna go down real soon. I knew it was gonna go down, but look, your boy Ace Metaphor, which is who we gonna talk about right now, is currently crashing out right now on TikTok, y'all. He is crashing out. So check it. We gonna walk through it. Follow me, follow me, follow me. All right, so tonight's conversation tonight's conversation podcast, it's been around. It is a podcast where they have a panel of people. I'm not gonna call them experts, professionals. I'm not gonna call them none of that. They are people, right? And so they're on this podcast and they went on tour. They blew up, right? They blew up. So they was going on tour. Everybody, they were selling out relationships. So it's a panel where everybody come in and then you line up and you ask these questions and they fire them off and they start and the whole panel start answering, right? Okay, boom. So look, I knew it started in 2019 and I got receipts for you, girl. So I hope it come out right. I hope the frame come out right because excuse me, I need you guys to follow me on this. So anyway, currently what is happening is, excuse me, cause I've been, and there's a reason why. Again, he crashing out. He crashing out on TikTok, y'all. He crashing out. He crashing out on TikTok. So I'm gonna tell y'all, follow me on this one. All right. So relate, y'all know podcasts are blowing up. All these relationship podcasts are blowing up right now all of a sudden. And when this podcast came out and the tour came out, everybody was on your girl like, oh my God, Ken, you should be on that panel. You should go, you should go. And every time it came out, they're like, Kenya, are you going, are you going? And I'm like, okay, cool. So follow me, y'all, because I'm about to share my screen. Here we go. This started in 2019. In 2019, the founder was Ace Metaphor. Ace Metaphor, which now present day they're calling him Mojo Jojo. All right, so Ace Metaphor is Mojo Jojo. So follow me. In 2019, it started off as a card game. Look, all right, it started off as a card game, and it was different versions. Look, your girl been following because I know it started off as a card game. Your girl purchased them when they went. All right, you see what's going on. So I guess that from the card game, he was like, "Oh, I need to have a panel, right?" All right. So then they went on tour. Shout out to my bestie Krista, because my bestie and we went on the tour. And I follow me here because I am going to show you guys pictures. I'm going to walk you through how I knew that this podcast was not going to last long. Now, again, we in 2025 right now. It is just crashing down, and this journey started in 20 this journey started in 2019. So, here we go. Hold on. So this was in 2019.
Hey guys, it's your girl Kenya, Kenya's keepsake, sitting here waiting the Derek Jackson, Stephen Love, and Ace Metaphor seminar or event that we have going on. It's an all-male panel talking about relationships. Let's see what they have to say.
I'm not
keep
sure
you guys tuned in, but
anyway,
when we talk
2019. So this, me and my bestie went, and then in 2019, guess who was on the panel in 2019, y'all? Here we go. So this is Ace Metaphor. Hold on. Uh-oh. Cancel. Oh my God, y'all, bear with me because this is going somewhere. This is definitely going somewhere. So this, oh, it won't let me share. That is so weird. Oh my gosh. I want you guys to see this picture. Anyway, that's neither here or there. Let's get back to where I'm going with this. I really wanted you guys to see this picture. So anyway, back in 2019, the panel was Ace Metaphor, who is now we know as Mojo Jojo. Ace Metaphor, Derek Jackson. Y'all remember your boy Derek Jackson, right? Oh yeah, come on, hold on. Y'all remember your boy Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson was the one that was in the car, all in the car, all in the car. Y'all thought he was sexy. All the ladies was watching Derek Jackson. Oh my God. Until what happened? Until the scandal came out and he was cheating on his wife. Then everybody was like, oh my God, oh my God. And it's like, yeah. So Derek Jackson was on that panel. So it's Ace Metaphor, Derek Jackson, Stephen Love, who is another relationship coach. And then shout out to my girl and mentor, Keandra. Keandra was also on that panel, right? So my bestie and we went on the panel. Y'all saw the video of us going on the panel. From there, I went in and it was cool. It was all right at that moment. But something was kind of off. The energy was off on the panel. Like I can tell, like they were not in agreement on topics. They were not agreeing on, how it was ran or anything like that. So in my mind, because I have the psychology brain and I'm here, I'm peeping. Everybody else having a good old time in the audience. I see what is happening behind the scenes, and I'm like, okay. It was a cool experience. All right. And I went, look, I got the cards. As you see, I bought the cards from there. Now, hold on. This is going somewhere because Derek Jackson also had cards. Now, his cards are called Mentally Stimulate Me. Mentally Stimulate Me cards. All right. So remember this, right? No, take a mental note of this because this is important. Derek Jackson also has cards. And these cards, they say stuff like, now, hold on. These cards are a good time, at game night, at adult game night. So for an example, this one says, Hold on. This is going somewhere. This one says you're driving home after a long day and see someone stuck on the road. You also notice a Confederate flag. What's the next thing you do? That's not a good one. That was whack. Hold on. No, go somewhere. Cause this they get deep. As you see, it's a lot of them here. Oh, okay, hold on. So there's cards that say stuff like Bay is on his or her deathbed and their side piece walks in. What do? Focus on Bay and deal with the drama later. Tell the side piece to move and leave. You leave or you pull the plug on Bay. So you see where this is going? It's stuff like this. All right, so these are Derek Jackson cards. They everywhere. I pick them up. Now he signs the box, but it got tore up. Now I wish I would have kept the box, even the tore up one. All right. So these are Ace Metaphor cards. All right. So let me see. I'm just gonna give y'all an idea of what these cards are. So this one says, tell me something about the last time you did something nice for yourself. Right. All right. I think, what is this one? Oh, this is the date night edition. So these are supposed to be cards that you prompt when you go on a date, right? All right. So then here's another one. What's the last major goal you have accomplished? What obstacles did you overcome? Blah blah blah. Y'all all right. So these are Ace Metaphor cards. Boom. So I went, good time. I was like, oh, okay, maybe, I don't know, because I don't know. So then after that, shortly after, so it was a tour. It was supposed to go to cities. I mean, let's just say it was about a 12 city tour, right? And LA was, say that was the second or third one. Well, shortly after that, it was canceled. Like the tour was cut. I'm gonna say they probably did about 2 or 3 more shows and it was cut abruptly. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, who knew? Who knew? Whatever, right? So there you go. That was again, y'all remember Derek Jackson, Stephen Love, Ace Metaphor. Now, back then, it wasn't called Tonight's Conversation, it was called the Love Tour. It was called the Love Tour then. So, again, y'all remember it was abruptly ended. So, rolling on years later after that, it pops back up. Ace Metaphor just pops back up. Now, again, Ace Metaphor is the short guy. He is the main guy. He is the one that you see running all around stage. And he is the one that is always like, oh, like he is that one, right? But hold on. So it comes back around. Let me see if it lets me share my screen again. It comes back around again. Now everybody hyped because now the podcasts are blowing up. Everybody want to be on the podcast. Now everybody want to talk about relationships, right? And I'm like, all right, so everybody, keepsake, you going to that new podcast? Hold on. Now, back up because this part is important. The tickets were $100 general admission and something like $150 for VIP and get a little swag bag. And it was downtown. Well, no, it wasn't downtown, by LAX. We're not considering that downtown, but all the hotels downtown. It was a huge venue, 150 a pop. And you ladies were in the building. You ladies were getting party buses. You were getting your girls out there. Y'all were going. Now, mind you, your girl Keepsake over here has a similar event for a hot $35. But y'all wasn't coming to that. Y'all was paying. That's neither here or there, though. We gonna get back for that. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and go again to this one. Because remember, I went prior. Now this is 2023. 2023, it comes back around. And here we go. Now it's a new panel. How is it a new panel? Right? Oh my goodness. All right, here. Shout out to my girl Keandra. Keandra is there. Look, this was in 2019 with the first one. The first one when Keandra was on the panel. Shout out to my girl Keandra. But here we go. Rewinding. We go here And it's a new panel. So I'm about to show you guys some of the new panelists for the new one. All right. First, hold on. All right. So here we go. I'm going to tell you guys who this is. Okay. So this is Trill. All right. And I actually really like Trill, y'all. I did. Shout out to Trill, but we're gonna get to his story. All this is gonna come together, y'all. If y'all gonna follow me, follow me. All this gonna come together because this podcast world is getting out of control. It's getting out of control. Your girl been doing this since 2016, and I'm sick of y'all. But anyway, we're going back. So that was Trill. Now remember, the first tour, the Love Tour, Ace Metaphor, Derek Jackson, who was caught up in a scandal, Stephen Love, who he's still out there doing his thing. I follow him. And my girl, Keandra Jackson, she was immediate. I know, for what I know, Keandra don't play. So whatever it was, which is why she was out of there. But I don't know for sure. I have to talk to her about that or not. So anyway, Trill. So now here we go. Now it's Ace Metaphor and it's Trill. And then we have we have Kitty. Miss Kitty Rose. She is key, y'all. Miss Kitty Rose is key. So hold on. Miss Kitty Rose is key. I need y'all to know. We gonna get to Kitty. Hold on. We gonna get to Kitty. All right. So then who else is next? We have Kitty, and then anyway, hold on. Nope, because we got some more. We got more. And then there was That's Keita. That's Keita. She is important because she is the one that started all of this, y'all. And there's my friend. So look, y'all that it all came together. Y'all ready? All right. Boom. So now that it's all come together, hold on. I knew it was going crazy, y'all. Now that it's all gone together, let me bring it all back. All right. So boom, back now it is Ace Metaphor, Randy, Kitty Rose, Keita Rose, and Trill, and Trip, and then there was a Fontaine. It was 7 of them. It was 7 of them on this panel. Can you imagine? Now I started March Madness after this, and I had 5 when I first started, and that was that was a lot of people. But anyway, we're gonna get to me in a minute because it's not about me. But it is because y'all wanted your girl to be on this panel so bad. So anyway, I went up in there, and when I tell you I was there for a good 30 minutes, I walked out. And I'm gonna tell you why I walked out. I saw how it was ran in the background. First of all, the questions that you guys love to see that is reposted all on TikTok, and that y'all love and that you guys like to quote, those are staged. Those are messed up because there is no, and I'm not saying that people are not going through those bogus things. I do, dear keepsake. Y'all send in y'all anonymous letters and I read them and I let y'all know what's happening. But for me, I was like, these are way too toxic. These scenarios, like, it can't be. And then the crowd was being hyped. And now, don't get me wrong, some of the answers were really good answers. I ain't saying like Kitty had some good stuff to say. Trip was a favorite. Trill was a favorite. They was all. Now going back to Ace Metaphor, he was a plum like character, and I can see why um Keita named him Mojo Jojo. Okay, because he was a character. He was the one that always jumped around the stage, was trying to be flashy, and he about this tall. So y'all know what they say about short man syndrome. And I told y'all before in the beginning, he was just crashing out on TikTok. That's why I came in here late, because Ace Metaphor was crashing out on TikTok. And we'll get to that in a minute. So he was the one that jumped up and down. Oh, he had all of the answers that were kind of like, what? What is happening here? And it boils my keepsake grits because I'm out here like we are everyone is blaming social media on why the connections are bad between men and women, why it's so toxic, why nobody wants to get married, why and all this other kind of stuff. And then you create these platforms like this that feeds the BS, that goes in, that feeds the toxicity. And again, some of the answers were legit answers, but come on now. But anyway, I saw how it was ran in the background. And hey, marketing is marketing, strategy is strategy. It is what it is. But I need people to be really authentic. If you have questions that you really need answers to, I really need you to ask those answers because you're really seeking that. What triggered it for me was that if you guys notice, they were reading from a card. That's staged right there. That's that. If you have an answer, like, look, I get Dear Keepsake letters, or people, I see people, my clients, if they have a question, they are asking that question or a statement. If I am at a lounge or in public or anything like that, no one is coming to me and saying, "Hey, Keepsake, if my man was cheating and then I found out it was my best friend, what do I do?" No, if somebody really, really wants to know something, they're gonna come and be like, "Hey, Keepsake, I found out that my man was cheating with my best friend," which like there's no cue card. So that was one thing. And I was like, then they try to break the segments down so that they can capture the clips specifically for. So now again, behind the scenes, how it is, I don't know. I'm not exact, but I'm gonna need some I'm gonna need some like authenticity. Like it's real. Ooh, come simple with your girl because now she getting tongue tied. I couldn't even say the word authenticity. Authenticity, get it? Because hold on, sip with your girl. So anyway, moving on. I left. And this was my takeaway because I just couldn't take it no more. And listening to the surroundings and the questions and how everything was going on, I could not take it anymore. But this was my takeaway from there. And I hope this one plays. It was a lot of questions around communication, expectations, toxic relationships. Toxic relationships was a big one. Toxic relationships and healing was the majority of the topics that was trying to be cut out. Majority of the topics. Majority of the questions was on toxic relationships and healing. So, you know what your girl got to do? But let's go back. Hold on. I think y'all could. But that is what your girl got from that. And then, hold on. I think I had one more that I had that was a takeaway. Majority of the questions that was asked was around toxic relationships, how to heal from toxic relationships, how not to get in another toxic relationships, talking about your patterns. So it started to get extremely just toxic, and everybody was there just to be like, why when a man do this, this happened, or why if a woman do this happened, and my man did this, so what should I do? Like, I even saw a clip that was so ridiculous. She was like, what if you're a side chick, or and the guy that you messing with is right here in the building with his wife in the audience? Like, come on now. Like, come. So what are we really doing on these podcasts, show? What are we doing on these podcast show? All right. So, boom. That right there is like part one, basically, on how your girl predicted that this show, it was not going to last. It's not going to last. Now, here we are moving forward to present day. And your boy Ace Metaphor is crashing out. You guys ready? Again, if you are new to Tips Tea Thursday, this is not how this usually goes. I usually have a whole little structure, games, dear keepsake letter, but it's my show and I can do what I want to do. We are talking about the Tonight's Conversation podcast drama. And the only reason why I am touching on this is because your girl, I don't like relationships are my thing, and I don't like the toxicity that you guys are putting out there, and that is being reposted and re-liked and remixed and all that. And I'm just like, yeah, did y'all hear it? But now everybody being exposed. So let's get into the exposure, y'all. Hold on. So now Keita Rose, y'all remember I said Keita Rose, she was the new one that is on the panel. She comes up and she's out now. Now here's the thing, y'all know it. Oh, excuse me, it's like an R&B group. When anybody about to break up or something like that, it got to be about money or money. Right? Okay. So now she's exposing everything, and she is started out because I woke up, I was like, wait, hold on, what's happening, it started out where Keita Rose was saying that she didn't get her money. Run me my money. Run me my money. Right. She said she didn't get paid. So, that's how it starts, because you don't mess with nobody money. What had happened was, no, back up. How I knew, oh, this is good, y'all. This is good. How I knew that it was starting to trickle and fall down is, like I said, an R&B group. When somebody decides to go solo or break out, or somebody likes somebody a little bit more and you don't see them no more. I knew it was going down with Trill. Remember I said Trill. Remember I brought up Trill? When Trill was one that everybody, the ladies loved him. He was the one that broke it down. He said, oh, he was the one that read the ladies and kept it real in this soft voice. Like, everybody's like, oh my God, Trill, oh my God, Trill. I was even like, oh my God, Trill, I'm feeling it, Trill. How I knew something was about to go down is when Trill started talking more and more about his wife and bringing his wife into his social media. Now, he never not once said that he wasn't married. That is not what I'm saying. He was married, and yes, we knew he was in a relationship. Married. No, we knew he was married. He didn't hide his marriage, but he never showed her. The content was never really about her. Then all of a sudden, she all up in the videos, all on the stage. Like, so now he is bringing her more. Now his content is about his wife and his. I'm like, oh, something's going on, because you just don't piece it off like that. And then some random star coming in. They done got Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on there. Just random folks start coming. I'm like, oh, okay. And then Trip left, or is leaving. And I'm like, Then I started seeing Keita going around social media like, I'm not a part of this. I'm not a part of this tour no more. I'm not a part of this tour. Don't make me get my lawyers. And I was like, what's happening? Everybody falling off. Like, what's going on? Now here we are, present day. Oh, wait. Then Rose, this is going somewhere. Kitty Rose started talking about now she started being more scripture based. She started being more about God. Okay, she started being more about God and the Lord and the scripture said. But prior to, Kitty was the one who was reading the ladies. Oh, Kitty is married. She is faithful. She is the Proverbs 31 wife. She is, oh my God, she can't stand a side chick. She can't stand a cheat. She can't do none of that. Like Kitty would read you like, oh, your duty as a wife, as a mother, as a this, as a that, like that was Kitty Rose, right? All right. New to the panel because it's a whole new panel. So then, like I said, Trip left. And then I said Kitty Rose was about God. You know what I'm saying? She about God in her prayer closet. And then you wake up this morning and Keita and Randy is going in. And I'm like, hold on, what's happening? Hold on. So now here we go. I I had to go down a whole rabbit hole today to come and bring y'all this. And as I was about to go live, that's when Ace Mojo Jojo was crashing out on TikTok. So that's why I came in a little late. So now follow me because now we at present day on how your girl Keepsake knew that the tonight's conversation podcast panel show was gonna go down one day. All right. If you are new to the chat, type in the chat hashtag tips. Why? Because you are gonna get your notebooks and you're gonna write down something. You're gonna take away something at your girl. But if you are an OG, get your cup and write hashtag sips because I want y'all to sit up here and sip with your girl. New Keepsake mug will be on sale soon. Okay, now let's get into present day. Hold on, let me keep my tea. Let me keep my tea close. Let's get into present day. Keita Rose is like, he owe me money. Like, if it ain't about the money, don't be for me. Yep. If it ain't about the money, Keita Rose says she ain't been paid for 2 shows. 2 of them. Two. Two. So my girl was on there talking her ish for free for 2 shows. She said she didn't get her money. So when she didn't get her money, but she said that it wasn't even really the fact that she didn't get her money. It was the fact that Ace Mojo Jojo was running around popping it. Soldier Boy, watch me. You talking about how, you know what I'm saying, he wipe his booty with 50,000 and he flashing and he this and he that, right? He doing this. So Keita's like, okay, cool. Yeah, if you wiping it, where I want to wipe too. I want to wipe too. So can I wipe? Where's my money? Then Keita says she calls the manager. And then the manager, like Keita insinuates, hold on, let me get my cup because we need to sip with. Keita insinuates that him and the manager are managing other things in other places. That's what Keita insinuates. So anyway, she said she called the manager and said, where's my money? If it ain't about the money, like, where's my money? So the manager says, hold on, we gave your money to your ex. And she like, why? You gave my money to my ex? Yeah. Somehow it was in the contract, some contract. No, it wasn't even in the contract. Somehow it was a deal that Ace made with Keita ex. First of all, who is Keita ex? Who is Keita X and why is Keita X confiscating her monies, her earnings? I'm confused. That part I didn't even understand right there because and then all Keita said was, well, did I sign a contract about that? Did you sign a contract? Why is your ex getting your monies in the first place? That's what I don't Keita, I need answers about that one. I mean, I know you need answers too, but how did that even through the back? I don't know. So anyway, Keita confused, like as we are, right? Because I'm confused too. Like, how is Keita? Anyway, so then now that's why Keita's mad. Like, so now it's coming out. That's not even where it starts or it ends, obviously. So then Nobody's getting paid, obviously. Nobody's getting paid. And now Ace is saying, oh my gosh, I'm shutting this whole down because we can't afford it. Apparently, there was some of the shows that didn't fill the audience, and then there were some shows that oversold, and they had to stampede in one of them. And it just was so much that was going on. So I'm sitting up there, hey Keandra, girl, if you are just tuning in, Keandra, I shouted you out and put your picture on blast and everything like that, because I remember when you were on this tour, and my girl Keandra, yes, she is saying, hold on, let me tell y'all, Keandra is saying the online relationship space is messy right now. That is the absolute truth, Keandra. So that is why I am highlighting this right here, because you guys follow them, you do this, you listen, and like I said, your girl right here put out some quality information that can help you guys thrive and elevate in your relationships. And this is the stuff that y'all see. This is what y'all want to put out there. So anyway, they said that some of the shows were underselling, some of the shows were overselling. So how is it broke? How are we broke? I'm not understanding how we broke right now. Where's my money? So nobody was getting paid. So what Kita is saying is that from there, she was like, all right, cool. Like if it's a problem, if we are broke. No, hold on, back up. This is why I say that editing, that editing madness, AI, all of that is a beast, because they said that there were some shows where it was empty in the audience. Empty in the audience. Now, let me ask y'all something. In any of the clips that you guys are remixing, reposting, highlighting, liking, giving them 1.1 million views when y'all give your girl 1.1 view, huh? Y'all see a crowd full of people, right? Y'all see them full. That's not what's really happening. They saying that's not what's happening. So what they doing is taking clips from these sold out shows, the ones that are sold out, because I'm not saying they're not sold out, and they're putting them and acting like every single. Anyway, that's not what this is about. But it is about that, because how we broke, right? So that's so Kita is saying that from there she was like, okay, if we broke, let's come together and see how we can make this work. Put, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she already done worked for free for 2 shows, so she like, what we gotta do? Well, apparently Kitty Rose got wind of that and went and told Ace, which is Mojo Jojo, that Kita is trying to go against him and everybody else. So Ace got mad. Little man syndrome got hot and went off and apparently done fired Kitty Rose. Kita, not Kitty, because apparently him and Kitty was, and apparently he was with a lot of other women on there. And apparently, if you didn't want to with him, he had a problem with that. And that is why it all trickling down. They said that kid, and then hold on. Then they were saying that Kitty Rose, remember I told y'all Kitty Rose was the wife. She is the wife. She is the Proverbs 31 wife. She is all of that, and she don't like it. Apparently, some guy done came out and said that she been messing around with him and was verbally abusive to him. And I don't want to put physically abusive on her. I'm not gonna do that, but I did hear for sure verbally abusive to him and everything under the sun. Why she preaching when she preaching? And now here we go. All of a sudden, she in the prayer closet. Now, look, I got a prayer closet. There's nothing wrong with a prayer closet. But when you have this content, and that's what my girl Keandra said, the online relationship space is messy right now. Because when you are putting out content, you really, 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 really have to be consistent and really talk your ish if you gonna do it. Now, here, your girl, I tell y'all all the time, all right? I don't say nothing I don't know about. I do my research. That's why I had to go down that rabbit hole before I brought any of this to you guys. And I have my own receipts from being there in the flesh. But I don't say nothing I don't say. I come in here, I'm a coach. I coach you guys through these relationship skills. But y'all make it hard for your girl when you sit up here and you idolize these relationship podcasts and things like that, who are not guiding you guys, who are not giving you the insights. You got it, it become a whole blame game. This whole thing has become a blame game. Why do women do this? Why women don't listen? Why men don't know how to do this? Why a man ain't gonna be a man? Why, like, come on, can we change the whys to how can we? How can we be better to each other? How can we develop basic empathy towards each other? How can we, if we really want peace and connection, y'all, we really have to stop, like, know how to filter out the BS and filter out what's for entertainment. And again, I'm not saying that it's all bad, but when the stuff hit the fan like this, when you are sitting up here and doing all this, and you're trying to create a platform that is selling out on all venues, I mean, this, well, that is not cheap either. You know, when you are creating those platforms, you really, really have to walk in your purpose, and you really have to guide these people with what they're doing. Yes, I'm in my bag right now, okay? Because I am passionate about this stuff. Again, your girl been doing this since 2016. And the fact that these scandals come out like this, it's just like, come on now. Now I'm not, look, I'm no angel. All right, I'm not saying, but your girl will not get a scandal, because I will tell you, and I have been saying this for years. I knew I'm gonna be somebody one day. All right, your girl gonna be somebody one day, and therefore I sit up here, and everything that I coach you guys through, I do myself. All right, every lesson that I post every morning, every journal prompt that I give you guys, everything that I give you guys, I do it myself as well, because I am on this journey with you guys as well. But when you guys sit up there and you listen to these relationship podcasts or things that sit up there and they point the fingers at you, and I don't care, everybody want to sit up there and say it's a safe space, it's a safe space, oh, no judgy. Now, I'm serious when I tell you no judgy here, because I am vested in your growth. You understand what I'm saying? These people are not vested in their growth. They are sitting there and they're like, oh, women do this and women do that, and are you this and are you that? And no, like, that's not the way, guys. That's not the way. So anyway, I wouldn't get off topic, but on topic. But I really, really, really want you guys to have the discernment when you guys are filtering. Now, I have a podcast, so I'm not shooting down podcasts. I know some really, really, really good podcasts out there that I have. I know some really good shows on YouTube. I know some really good ones. But I am talking about the ones that are hindering instead of helping these relationships that are out here. All right. Excuse me. Let me sip. Look, I'm sitting. If you are new to Tips Tea Thursday, type in the chat #tips, because I want you to always come in here with a notebook and write down your tips. But if you are OG, #sips, excuse me, because you are going to get your cup and sip with your girl. Now, to present day. Crashing out, that's this new phrase that we all want to use for somebody that can't handle what's happening, or whatever the case may be. Whatever crashing out is, I mean, back in the day it was something spazzing out, whatever. But now everybody is taking everything to social media. And I mean, hey, I guess I'm doing it right now too as well. But I am doing it more of, again, for guidance, to guide you guys, to let you, they are out here spilling the beans. They are out here hurting, saying hurtful things. They are out here throwing people under the rug. They are out here just doing it all. And again, it just further deepens the fact that healing. Healing is important. Healing is important and mastering your girl. My signature topic is mastering conflict resolution. I teach that all across the country in different states at different conferences because we need to learn how to master conflict resolution. We do not always have to spaz out, crash out, humiliate, throw everybody under the bus because now it's all the tea is spilling out. All everything. Oh, ain't no money. I'm not getting paid. Everybody sleeping with everybody. But we was just on stage being a panel and sitting up there telling these people what to do, giving them advice. And now you sitting up, make what we say, make it make sense to your girl. Like I'm really, and again, Tipsy Thursday is usually not like this, but I got something on my chest. I got to get rid of that mess. Especially when it comes to what I'm in, my thing, what I'm into, what I'm passionate about, which is relationships, healing, and individuals growing, because there is a huge disconnect right now. You see it, you know it, and these platforms that are supposed to help heal and grow, they are hindering and adding to the detriment of what is happening. And we want to say the culture, it's the social media, it's the, well, what y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? Because let me tell you something. I build a whole community outside of social media. I have a whole community where I go in, I go live, I do my workshops, I have events, I have online parties, I give lessons. You everything is housed there. Like if you are a part of my community, you can go in there right now and and just go back and look at all the lessons, take a quiz, all on your own, right? But nobody wants to take that extra step to sign up and go over there. You know why? Because you guys are stuck on social media. The way y'all crashed out on TikTok, I don't know if I'm gonna forgive y'all for that. Not for real. I teach forgiveness. I teach forgiveness. But I'm saying it was giving me COVID tissue vibes. The way y'all crashed out, and I love y'all TikTok because y'all here with me too. I love y'all. But the way y'all really crashed for 12, 17 hours, what was it? And it was the majority of the kids. And you know what? I don't care if it was the kids. I'm blaming the parents or the guardians, whoever it is. Because ain't no way. We did not crash out over my space. We didn't do it. We did not crash out over my space. We was pretty sad because I wanted people to be in my top five. I wanted the shadiness. I wanted the problems when I changed my top five in my music. All right. We didn't do it. But again, for anybody that is really, really seeking self-discovery. Look, and it ain't for everybody. Look, let me put that out there right now. Everybody ain't seeking self-discovery. Everybody isn't seeking healing. Everybody isn't recognizing that they need healing and that they have childhood trauma. Everybody isn't recognizing that, and that's fine. But for the people that are, I am not saying get off social media. I'm not saying, don't ever look at it again. What I am saying is filter out what you are seeking and then go to that content, those videos that is really going to help you in where you want to go. And again, like I said, get off social media seeking, well, okay, use social media as a partial tool, because again, your girl is here. Hey, I'm not knocking social media because you can find me here, but if you want to go deeper, I can only like this, I'm giving y'all whatever time it is, right? Well, Instagram will cut me off at an hour. I think TikTok will too, but I'm giving y'all an hour here. Sometimes I started giving you 12 minutes every day during the day. My workshops are sometimes 36. It doesn't matter. But what if it all goes away? I need you guys to want to take that extra step to be a part of a community, to take that extra step to go to other resources. I went to the library last week and I was like, wow. Like all the resources that the library has to offer in the step, it's different from when I'm back in my day, and here I go back in the day. But I say that to say, take a look, join the community. It again, if you are really into that, get off of these things, because when these scandals come out, when these things come out, like, you're either gonna be like, dang, and you're gonna have that light bulb moment and be like, you know what, maybe wasn't the influence for me, or you're gonna go towards that negative route and continue to be okay with those things. So anyway, now, so my point in that was like everybody on social media crashing out. Keita said, she said, I'm about to do a 500 part of Who the F Did I Work For? Keita, please don't do 500 parts. We don't really need 500 parts. We kind of get the gist of it, but I'm gonna break it all down. So now here we go. Now she's crashing out. Now she's no money. There's no money involved. Ace Mojo Jojo he's sexing everybody, and then who he cannot say. Oh, I mean, who he cannot. Sorry, because I don't want nobody to tell me who he cannot with. He's firing, or he has an attitude with. Like it's just really giving, like I said, little man syndrome. All right, so now all of that, Kitty Rose is allegedly a cheater, or she's not practicing what she preaches. Trill is gone, being happy with his wife. Trip is gone. So now here we go. Keita Rose is crashing out on. Well, I'm not gonna say she crashing out. Let me stop. Let me stop saying crashing out. Keita Rose is expressing heavily on social media right now, and she's talking to Randy. Randy is the other one. She's talking to Randy. They are. It started because she was clowning Kitty Rose, who was praying and crying. All of a sudden, it's one of those things where, and again, my God, I love my God, praise my God. And I'm not mad at anybody that has a prayer room, a closet prayer, or anything like that. But when something go down, why we always start posting nothing but prayers? Now her content is straight. The scripture says, and this is what I want you to do. Girl, where is the wife? Where is the wife that can't stand the side chick and the cheater and all of that? Because that's what you was on. And I like Kitty Rose. I do. She was saying some stuff, but it's the code switch for me. It's the code switch. It's messy. It's messy. It's getting messy. So well, no, I am going back to using the word crashing out. She crashing out on social media. Kita crashing out on social media. So then I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let me go. So then I see Trill. No, yeah, Trill happy with his wife. Trip is on there trying to say, how it's when it's time to go, it's time to go. He's smooth with it. He says what he says. And I'm gonna wrap this up because again, we get into an hour. So we're coming to an end anyway. So then boom. As I'm getting ready, because I'm collecting all of everything, as I'm getting ready to come to you guys for Tips Tea Thursday to wrap it all up and see what I see from now, guess who live? Ace Metaphor. I said, okay, Mojo Jojo, what you talking about, Mojo Jojo? Crashing out on TikTok. He is not answering. He is deflecting. He starts talking about the TikTok ban. So this is how it goes. When I pop up, he's like, why y'all so messy? Why y'all so messy? It's not even about that. Like, who am I effing? Who am I effing? If I wanted to talk about the booty that I get, I could talk about the like, who am I? And I'm sitting there like, what we talking about? I knew I came in a little late, but people in the comments still got questions. Like, are you answering the question? Like, what's going on? So then he goes into, it's all about opportunity. I don't think that anybody on my show is going to sit here and be here forever. If they have another opportunity to go somewhere, then I let them go. And that's why people leave the show. I'm not firing anyone. If anybody wants to go and be the opportunity. And I'm sitting here like, are you gonna get to the point? Are we getting to the point here? He's not getting to the point. Then he goes, here we go, because this is important. Then he goes, oh, this reminds me of when Derek Jackson went through what he went through. Because y'all remember I told y'all that in the first tour back in 2019 that I went to, Derek Jackson was on the panel. Then it was a skin, and now it's a whole new panel. Yeah. So now what? So now Ace Metaphor Mojo Jojo is still not addressing what is happening. So then he goes into the TikTok ban. Oh, I was, when TikTok came back, I was like, whoa, sir. you're on, if you're gonna make a statement, if you're gonna address the people, address the people. What are we talking about? So then he goes, why y'all messy? Why y'all messy? Why y'all messy? You're king messy, sir. You're Mojo Jojo Ace Metaphor talk conversation messy. You've been messy. You were the messiest one on your own panel, sir. So now that you are in the kitchen, and this is what boils my keepsake grits. Now we messy. We the messy ones. He was crashing out on TikTok right now, just talking about this everything under the sun except for what he needed to address, and he didn't address anything. Now again, I just, if you are going to address. If you're not, you could have stayed off of. But anyway, that is your girl. It's Tipsy Thursday. Thank you for being in here with your girl. I'm going to keep following this because, again, the whole point of this for me was to let you guys know that just to be careful on what you guys are watching on these shows. When you guys are watching these relationship podcasts, I need you guys to know yourself first. And I need you guys to know, is it for entertainment or am I really seeking something? All right. Now, again, it's not for everybody. Because it's really about mindset. There are some people who really follow that, who really believe in that, who is really like, yes, they are talking they ish. I'm loving it. It's not gonna be on your girl platform though. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight it until I fight it. And so every time something comes out, I am going to come. Now, again, I am not saying that your girl is a saint and an angel and everything under the sun, but you guys won't get us. You guys will not see me sitting here teaching you guys a love language that I don't practice myself. You will not see your girl up in here on my own podcast. I tell my own story. Let me tell y'all. So anything that you is gonna come out with about your girl, you gonna hear it first here in the keepsake corner. All right. But at the end of the day, I have a 22-year-old daughter, and I don't care what anybody say. As a parent, it is not what you say, it is what they see. I ain't even gonna say it's what you do. It is not what you say, it is what they see. Your children mirror you. All right. They do not listen. You guys as adults don't listen. So you think that your kids are listening to you? Absolutely not. So and that is another thing that I coach all the time is active listening, because that is where the real disconnects come in, excuse me, with us. All right. Let me see. It's about to cut me off anyway. Thank you for joining Tips Tea Thursday with your girl. This was an unusual Tipsy Thursday, but hey, it's my show and I can do what I want to. So if you got, type in the comment, type in the chat, talk to me, I'll talk back. But look, I had something on my chest, so I had to get rid of that mess. If you guys do, I will watch the replay. I will talk to you. I will comment, type in the chat. But again, I mean, hey, like I'm saying, if you guys watch my podcast, drops every Saturday, let me know how you guys feel about the information and everything else that's going on in there too. Let me know. But I am out of here, y'all. Thank you for joining me for Tips Tea Thursday. Again, I'm gonna follow it. I might come in here tomorrow and talk to y'all about it again, because y'all know they're gonna keep talking about it. It's the buzz right now. It's the buzz. But what I am going to do, I am all about a mindset shift. So how your girl is gonna do it right here, I am always gonna flip it, and I am going to make a positive out of all this messiness that is happening, y'all, because I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna tell you that I don't like it. All right. So, y'all know how I like to end my show. Y'all ready? Mm-hmm. It's coming. Or not. Where you go? I'm trying to end my show with y'all. And see, that just means y'all don't want me to end the show. Hold on. Well, they don't want me to end the show. But I'm gonna end it anyway. Y'all know what I always say. Until you meet someone named they, don't worry about what they say. Why? Because they been talking and they gonna keep talking. They'll be all right. I will see y'all later.